Is that your first cup of coffee?
Heated 3 times. No, this is my second cup of coffee, heated twice. So, all right, we are trying something new this morning. And I'm doing this as I go. So y'all gonna have to come along with me and just see how it works. Roy wants some, he loves chocolate covered peanuts. And but all the ones you buy, I'm sure you can buy the sugar free ones, but they're so expensive. Uh so I am going to try this morning to make chocolate covered peanuts.
Keto friendly.
Keto friendly. Now, chocolate coated peanuts. They're not going to be covered in chocolate, but they will be coated with chocolate, I hope. So if this doesn't turn out, you'll never see this video and I'll try again. But as I'm going along, I've got my pencil, my little recipe here. So I may change things up as we go along. But the first thing that I am going to do is I am going to I am going to um, use 1 egg white. So I'm just going to separate my egg into this little bowl right here. Then I'm going to pour it in there because I've got to beat it. And I'm going to put my yolk in there. Now, and get my little handy cloth to wipe my hands. Now, I'm going to just set this aside because I'll use that for something later. Now, I'm just going to take my whisk and I'm going to beat this egg white till it's real frothy. And it may take 2 egg whites. I don't know because I'm doing 16 ounces of peanuts. All right.
So that's frothy, right?
That's frothy. But I'm going to do another egg. I had one out just in case. I'm going to do another egg because I don't think that is going to be enough to cover all my peanuts. So I'll just do it like this. And try not to get any of that.
The egg white is just to make your chocolate cocoa stick?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
To the nuts.
It is. Yep. So, all right, that's 2 egg yolks that I'll use later. Now I need to beat these, get them real frothy. Okay, I think that's good enough. Now I'm going to put those in my bowl right here.
Where did you learn that it needed to be frothy?
Reading different recipes just
through the years.
Through the years.
A bunch of years, right?
A bunch of years. Now to this is, I ordered this off of Amazon. It's called Chalk Zero maple syrup. It has it's 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 everything. So I am going to let me put this in.
One thing that motivated me to ask her to do this is because during the holidays, everybody has nuts out for everybody. Well, we want nuts out too for everybody, but we don't like to push sugar on people either.
And we've got several in our family now that have come off sugar. So this is King Arthur baking sugar. It's kind of like it's not granulated, it's not powdered, it's kind of an in-between. So I'm going to put, now this is just a trial, 2 tablespoons of that in my mix. I'm going to sift 2 tablespoons of cocoa. Now this is pure powdered cocoa. And I'm going to sift that in there.
It won't be sweet enough, Grandma. That's what
I haven't put my maple syrup in it yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, I needed to turn Roxy off. My little robot's running this morning. Honey.
Stop just a second.
Yeah.
That's our floor sweeper.
Okay. My little robot vacuum is called Roxy. I've had her for about 6 years. And then my dog is named Roxy. So sometimes we have a good time around here. So which Roxy we're talking about. Uh-oh, Roxy heard me call her name. Here she is. She thinks there's something in here for her. Okay. Now, I am going to put 2 tablespoons. I'm going to start out with 2 tablespoons of maple. I just thought the maple would be really the flavor. It would change the flavor a little bit. I'm not going to put vanilla. I'm putting maple. Because Roy loves maple flavoring. And like I say, I may have to alter this some. We'll see. Okay. Now, let me mix this in good.
Let me see if I approve this.
Sure looks good, doesn't it?
It sure looks good.
Wow, that looks good.
You just got to taste and find out.
Now, I'm going to spray this is going to be sticky, so I'm spraying it with cooking spray that has flour in it. And I might should have done it in my bigger pan, but we'll see. It'll be all right. Now, this is a 16-ounce jar of unsalted peanuts. We like the unsalted, so that's what I have a spoon. Well, I do now. All right, I'm just going to coat these. Good grief, this looks good, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. I'm going to have to taste the one though. I'll let you taste of it and see if it's got enough.
I'm amazed that you didn't taste the chocolate. But you can still add more sweetener this
Yeah,
weekend.
I can.
Because you always are a taster.
Thank you, honey.
No, you're always a taster.
I am.
You like to taste to see how you season
I
it.
guess I was just so interested in what I was doing. Let me get a little spoon here. All right, tell me if I'm going to let Roy taste. Is it sweet enough? Because I can add more of my sweetener or I can add more syrup.
That's pretty good, but it needs a little more sweetener to be more like what sugar people are expecting when they put a peanut in their mouth.
All right. I'm going to put 1 or 2 tablespoons.
I would just try one. And just
Now,
a little
this is easy to incorporate in because you can see it's like powder.
I would put just another spoon of
maple.
maple.
That was 1.5 of the King Arthur baking sugar and 1 of the maple syrup. Okay. Now, if this was granulated sweetener, I would have tasted before, but this kind of baking sugar, the King Arthur, is easy to incorporate. So, okay. Try it again. Oh, that's plenty sweet to me. Oh, wow. You can taste this maple.
Well, all right, I'll taste it.
That is so good. I don't like things as sweet as Roy does. So something that's sweet enough to me is not sweet enough to him.
That's pretty good, Grandma.
Okay. What you think? I don't think it needs any more sweetener.
Okay. Let's go with it.
All right. Now, what I'm going to do is put this in this pan. And I'm going to put it in the oven. And I'm going to let it stay on low heat for, I don't know, until it gets ready, I guess.
Yeah, we're just gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm just going to watch it and see. And I'll let y'all know when it comes out how long it took. I've got it on 350, but I'm going to turn it down to like 300. Now, I was just preheating my oven. Okay. I preheated it to 350. That got the oven real hot. And I've turned it down to 300, and I'm just going to see how long it takes.
Okay.
And I'm hoping when they get done, they'll just break apart. We'll see. We'll be back with you. I'll be checking these along, so we'll be back and see how all this works.
Grandmama, I think you have a winner.
Y'all,
you're chewing it, aren't you?
I'm
you're
eating them. I can't quit eating. These are delicious. Now, what I would do differently than what I did today, I would start out with roasted peanuts, unsalted roasted peanuts. And I would cook them on 325 for 15 to 20 minutes. And as you can see, these are real dry, just like if you were doing them the traditional way. Do not eat them when they're hot. If you eat them when they're hot, because of the natural sweetener, they have just a teeny bit, a little bitter. But if you let them get cold, they are absolutely delicious. They have just enough chocolate on them. And as you can see, some of them have a little bit more chocolate. Some of them will be in little clusters like this one. Can you see that, honey? And I love that. Some of them are separated like this. But then every once in a while, you get one with a cluster. That way you get 4 or 5 nuts. And that is so good. But if you're going to use the raw, unsalted ones, then you're going to have to up your time to about 25 to 30 minutes because you do want them. And I did put a little salt on them because they were unsalted. So I cooked mine about 30 minutes.
At what temperature?
I started them out on 300. That was too low, so I upped them to 325. And I cooked them 30 minutes. If you use already roasted pecans, cook them 20 minutes. And that still will be plenty of time. But these are absolutely delicious.
Tell them what you were saying about the sweetener needing to cool down like in the banana bread. It's not just the peanuts.
It's anything you use. Like I made banana bread yesterday. I'm going to upload it after a while. But we cut a little piece and ate it hot, and it had just a little off flavor to it, a little bitter flavor. But once it cooled down, it was absolutely delicious. So if you're using natural sweeteners, wait till they cool off a little bit before you eat them. Don't eat them while they're hot. Now this is the way I'm going to store my chocolate covered peanuts. And that egg white, it makes this chocolate adhere to these peanuts. And when you're eating them or when you're just putting them in your little jars, the chocolate doesn't come off because that egg white has done its job.
Now, Grandmama, at Thanksgiving or Christmas or just as a house gift, how would you feel if somebody brought you these?
Oh my, I would absolutely love it. And I was getting to that.
Because she doesn't need sugar, as y'all know.
I would take this. Isn't that pretty?
That's beautiful.
And I would put a little red bow on it, a red ribbon around it with a bow. And I would give somebody this for Christmas that I knew didn't eat sugar. I give my the ones that I make with sugar, I give those as gifts also at Christmas time. But the ones that I know don't eat sugar, I would make these.
Well, people who don't eat sugar don't have a great number of really delicious alternatives.
No, they do not. But this is one. And I'm going to make some pecans. in a little bit. We live in a little orchard. We have 8 trees in our yard. We have lots of pecans. We sell some. We crack some, put them in the freezer. And I always make glazed pecans for the holidays. So this year I'm going to do them sugar free. And I'm going to do a video later. I don't know if I'll do it today or tomorrow and show y'all. I do it totally different than I do my these peanuts. So it's a totally different way, but it is sugar free.
And we eat nuts as part of our food culture here all the time. We eat all kinds of nuts.
Mm. Y'all got to try this. This is so good. All right. Thank y'all for joining me, and this was a success.
Low carb and delicious.
And delicious. So hit the little notification bell, subscribe. Love y'all. See y'all next time.